Dude, after I applied for the position as a social worker at Adolph Myers, the hospital in Cranston, I stopped by the next morning, which was yesterday, to drop off my, put a face to the name. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I talked to the security guards though. Bought the security guards in a heartbeat. Anyways, I was like, I didn't have any money to go anywhere, so I ended up catching a bus ride somehow. But it was going to Providence. I thought I had enough to get back to North Kingstown. And I'm happy I didn't because the shelter in West Warwick opened back up the same night. And it's opening back up tonight, so I can sleep again tonight, which is good. Which I need my sleep. So before I even send any more applications in, I'm gonna rest up, which is what I'm doing today. Just taking today easy. Anyways, dude, I ended up in downtown Cranston, like Garden City area, and I had to walk from Garden City all the way back to West Warwick. Let me tell you, that was a pain. I couldn't get a ride. Didn't have any money to pay for the bus or an Uber. So my phone died when I was in Garden City. My phone completely just shut off, and I'm like, well, I'm not stopping. So I used the sun. I'm like, well, last time I checked the clock, it was like 1:30. I'm like, the sun's starting to go down. Okay, so if the sun sets in the west, that's west. I'm like, then that means that way's east, that way's north, that way's south. And I'm like, okay, let's see here. I need to go west first because or south first. No, I went south first and then west. Follow the sun. Got back right where I started, back where the hospital is, back where the prisons are. And, yeah, dude. I walk by and I'm like, you know I'm a genius in navigation, right? Logistics is my middle name. I'm walking down the street right past the Cranston police, right past the hospital. I'm like, logistics is my middle name, dude. I'm like, I'm super good at logistics, boy. I'm like, my phone died on the way here. I was all the way in Garden City, dude. And I'm like, I made it here, and I'm about to make it to West Warwick so I can sleep tonight, dude. And I walk, and I ended up at Chipotle on Bald Hill, way past that part in Cranston. And I was at Chipotle, and a bunch of nurses started showing up, and I'm like, I've been treated with so much disrespect from nurses to this point, and then all of a sudden you're gonna start smiling at me and like trying to flirt with me and trying to buy me food. Like, it doesn't swing in that direction. There's a time and place for everything. That was the farthest thing from place and time, and it embarrassed me, and I was heated, bro. To be honest with you, I was heated. I mean, I took the burrito. Sure, like, who won't turn down a burrito? But I was eating there, and I'm like, oh my God, they just start pulling up left and right, and I'm like, dude. I mean, I had a very beautiful resume, don't get me wrong. I had a very beautiful resume and cover letter. Yeah, because that's who I am. Like I said, I had an autistic bipolar brother who I grew up with that I can make him laugh, I can keep him safe. We just hang out. And then I also have a friend who's blind, and I can guide him around Providence, keep him safe, and I do so with a smile. I do all that with a smile. So I had a very beautiful resume and cover letter, but at the same time, there's a time and place for everything. If you can't just come up to me like, how did you know where I was? That's the first concern. Second concern, the nurse didn't even pay for the burrito Chipotle offered. Is like, we've seen him anyway, and it's like, well, that's very uncomfortable, bro. Like, anyways, I hightailed it out of there after charging my phone for a little bit. Made it back to West Warwick. Had a couple cigarettes, but ask for a couple cigarettes, and I just lay down for the night. Anyways, I'm taking a rest, a break, and then I'm getting back on my feet here in the next couple weeks. It sucks, dude.